Cleveland's news station. This is NECN News Now.
A very good afternoon to you. I'm Justin Michaels.
And I'm Bridget Blythe. Soon we could be learning more.
Bridget.
Our Don Maroney with that part of the story today. Thank you.
Patriots owner Robert Kraft is speaking out for the first time about Hernandez's arrest. He told reporters from the Boston Globe, also the Herald, and ESPN Boston that his team never thought Hernandez's off-the-field activities would ever lead to a murder charge. He says, quote, "If this stuff is true, I've been duped, and our whole organization has been duped. You can be sure we'll be looking at all of our procedures and auditing how we do things. I feel bad someone in our organization could potentially be tied to this. If it's true, I'm just shocked," end quote. Over the weekend, the Patriots gave fans a chance to return their Aaron Hernandez jerseys. According to NBC Sports, more than 2,500 fans took the team up on this offer. The Pro Shop replaced Hernandez jerseys with another jersey for no cost to that fan, but it did cost the team an estimated $250,000. And as always, stay with NECN and NECN.com and our partner station Comcast Sportsnet for continuing coverage on the Hernandez investigation. If the search warrants are unsealed this afternoon as expected, we will bring you that information later here on NECN. In other news here today, the surviving suspect in the Boston Marathon bombings is due in court tomorrow. Jahar Tsarnaev is scheduled to be arraigned in federal court on charges related to the bombings and the manhunt that followed. 4 people were killed and hundreds more injured in the April attack, and this will be Tsarnaev's first public appearance since he was found hiding in a boat in Watertown, Massachusetts. And this morning, Robo Philippos was spotted outside the federal courthouse in Boston. Now, he's one of the 3 friends of Jahar Tsarnaev arrested in the weeks following the marathon bombings. It is unclear what he was doing at the courthouse today. He has been charged with lying to investigators. He's free on bail right now.
Drier and comfortable air.
All right, Nellie, we'll see you shortly. FEMA has crews in Lebanon, New Hampshire today, and what they're doing is assessing damage from last week's flash flooding. The city reports more than 40 roads have been damaged. The most common involved culverts, also shoulder erosion. State officials say FEMA will also be touring Cheshire, Sullivan, and Grafton counties.
We're getting some new details.
For the first time since their rescue, we're hearing from the 3 Ohio women who were held captive for nearly a decade in Cleveland. In a pre-taped statement filmed last week and posted on YouTube yesterday, the 3 women thanked everyone for their support.
I want everyone to know how happy I am.
The man accused in the kidnapping, Ariel Castro, has pleaded not guilty. Jury selection for his trial is set for early August.
Investigators looking into the crash of Asiana Airlines Flight 214 in San Francisco are focusing now on the moments right before impact.
And they're also looking into whether one of the 2 teenage girls killed in that crash may have been hit by an emergency vehicle. That's just tragic. This as the families of those 2 victims just arrived in California today. Jennifer Bjorklund has more. In other international news here, we're also getting new details about the fate of NSA leaker Edward Snowden. Russian officials say Snowden has accepted Venezuela's offer of political asylum. The head of Russia's parliament made this statement on his Twitter page today, but the message did not make clear how he learned of Snowden's acceptance. Snowden, who revealed details of a U.S. surveillance program, is believed to currently be in the transit area of Moscow's airport.
Coming up, a country music star hospitalized in critical condition because of a heart problem.
Also, a judge weighs whether to allow a controversial piece of evidence at the George Zimmerman trial.
And the stage is set in just a few hours. Sir Paul McCartney plays Fenway.
The judge in the George Zimmerman trial is once again focusing on a controversial piece of evidence today. Judge Deborah Nelson is trying to decide whether a video animation depicting Trayvon Martin's shooting can be admitted in court. Sarah Daloff has the latest on that and this morning's testimony from Sanford, Florida.
I worked on...
Well, it's weather time.
You know what? I'm thinking, you know, my mom always says if you don't have anything nice to say, but I feel like I want to complain a lot about the weather, Nellie.
Hey.
It was hot, it was humid, now it's rain.
I won't complain about it. You know why? Because it cooled off a little bit.
It cooled off a lot. You're right.
All right, we have more news coming up, including news about a really big lobster.
Really big.
Really big. Stay with us. As always, stay with us on NECN. We'll update you on the top stories throughout the day. Then starting at 4, meet Boston's newest police officers. We're going to take you inside a graduation ceremony for dozens of officers that was really quite touching. You'll want to see it. And it came in the middle of the night. Something else happening there. A flash flood has caused major damage in a Vermont town. We'll take you there too.
And now it's time for that big lobster that Justin was talking about. 5 inches for the body shell.
That's incredible. Incredible. I want to see a blue lobster.
Keep looking. More news coming up.